times pass by so quickly, and the only thing left for the distracted audience is deep regret.
Alrighty.
As sweet as a midsummer night's dream.
Okay. Let's go get this girl. 70. Let's see what it takes. It's been so long since the elusive one tap. It's gonna be a while longer. Wah, wah. Man, never lucky. 0 for 40. 0 for 50. For 60. $70. It's been a long time since I've been lucky. Yeah, it's nothing. 0 for 80. Can I at least get an off banner? Like, let's get it rolling. Alright. Wow. 0 for 100, maybe. Oh for 100. Oh, the rates in this game. Currently 0 for 120. There.
Wait,
And it is off banner.
You've been enough.
Finally got my first 3-star at 120. And it is a Charlotte. Let's speed this up. I have stopped counting at this point.
Let us fight for justice.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've seen Leo. Oh, Well, hopefully we can get one copy of her and 700 pulls. It's not looking very good though. That is at least 200. Still don't have her. Another off banner. So we're 3 off banners for over 200 pulls.
You my new agent? Welcome to Team Bryn.
After 300 pulls, you might as well just pity.
Set. Hi there. I'm Bryn, the biggest idol in. Everyone, look at me.
It's the first time in a long time I've not been able to actually pull the unit. But, you know. Game's gotta make money.
This is great training. 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 This is great. My fans are calling me. My fans are calling me. My fans are calling. My fans are calling me. My fans are calling me. This is so pretty. Oh, I love it. I've got something to tell you before I go back up on stage. I just want to say thanks for being. Ooh, my voice will sound even prettier now.
See if I can't pull a couple more. Or see if I can't pull one, I guess I should say. Wow, Leo again. Unreal, man. Hey, we finally got one copy. Finally got one copy.
Everyone, look at me! Notice anything
I'd like to
different about
pull
me?
2 more. Be wonderful. But I can at least pity her, so that's good. So I got, what? 1 copy after almost 400 summons. 400 summons. Oh, that hurts. Another Charlotte off banner. I'm ready for a Dahlia. Oh, there's a Kappa. Okay. Hey, there's the double Bryn. That helps. That helps.
Everyone, look at me!
Alright, there
Notice anything
is
different about me?
5.
Are you just a spectator here as well? Why don't you come enjoy the sun with me until the show?
Everyone, look at me! Everyone, look at me!
Fire Fist doesn't look good on her. Probably need a good Thumpers. That's decent because she's going to be basic attacking quite a bit. Oh, that defense really hurts, huh?
Everyone, look at me!
Oh, man. Forgot I didn't clean up my inventory before I logged out. Such a bummer.
Let the
Oh,
summer spectacular
everybody real quiet
begin.
tonight, huh?
Dime, sweetheart. You guys trust me, right? More players
Alright.
need a bigger pot.
So let's look at how she goes.
Come on, let's play! What a pitiful creature.
So it has to be when somebody else takes a turn. So like even when she got an extra turn, that did not count.
Come on, let's play!
So like Valentine's S2 into an additional turn does not count as another charisma proc.
Let the summer spectacular begin.
Rejoice! Tremble! Your enemy is here! Let's test our luck. I got hot hands.
Yeah,
Let's
see?
get this one out.
It was still only one.
Oh yeah! Lady Luck was on my side again. Ha!
Well, I know it's going fast. We'll test it better here. I'm just trying to get her to 6-star real quick. So when she starts
All right,
off,
everyone, let's open shop. Hustle!
okay, Alright.
Hit me.
Oh, okay. So she has one. She has one because Valentine's taking a turn.
All right, let's test our
Additional
luck.
turn.
Sweetheart.
Does not give another stack. So additional turns do not give her another stack.
More players need a bigger pot.
And check this out.
Die, sweetheart.
So she has to perform an action, right?
Are you done yet?
Okay. So here's the question. Did Valentine using her S1 give the proc, or did just Asti getting her turn give the proc?
What a pitiful creature. Time for chilling magic.
Okay.
Just breezing through.
And she obviously just wants to be the fourth person to go.
All right, everyone, let's open shop. Hustle.
Let's just get through this.
You guys
So
trust me?
we can do some more testing. I feel like Chimera is a really good place for us to do some damage tests.
Come on, let's play. That's how it's done. I only play to win.
Man, she really just drained my freaking ticket stash.
Let's see what these humans do for entertainment.
All right, let's test our luck.
I think it took almost 400 summons to pull her 3 times. It took
Come on,
over 200
let's play.
to get the first one.
I'll embrace you in my love. Just breezing through.
Oh, I love this gun.
One thing I know is it's going to be really hard for her to stack.
Oh yeah. Lady Luck was on my side again. Ha!
It's going to be really hard for her to stack her skills for another nuke, because the goal is to obviously use her nuke on her first turn, right? Build enough charisma. But then your team doesn't have the charisma buff anymore.
You guys trust me, right? I got hot hands. I can't sit this one out.
Albeit your enemies will have the charisma buff,
Come on,
so you
let's
could
play.
potentially go back to back, but
Oh yeah.
that's also
Lady Luck
assuming
was on
that
my
your
side
enemies
again.
are going to still be alive to take a turn. So the whole kit's a little wonky. Should be getting close to having.
Your god has
This done.
manifested herself before you.
All right, let's test our luck. I got hot hands. I can't sit this one out. That's
Okay.
how it's done. I only play to win.
Alrighty. Very nice.
Everyone, look at me! Everyone, look at me! Notice anything different about me?
Alright. Oh. Valid point, valid point.
Your god has manifested herself before you.
Oh no, that's what we're gonna have to learn.
Die, sweetheart.
So she gets one right out the gate, right?
You guys trust me, right? Hit me!
Yep, and then Valentine loses it because she had her turn. Right, yeah. So that makes sense. She loses the buff because it's only one turn. I'm tracking with you.
Done yet? If only you had complied.
You're not gonna survive either, are you? So Bryn only got... Huh. She only has 3 stacks. I thought she gave herself 2. When it is the caster's turn, gain... So I have to use this skill to get points.
Here I go! Get your cameras
Be
ready!
grateful. Comply.
So she's not going to get her S1. Or sorry, she's not going to get her S3 on turn 1 ever. Because she has to use her skill 1 to get the 2 points. So right there, she's an S1 into S3 unit. Which is like a major bummer. If I'm understanding that correctly. Let's throw her in like a funky monkey chimera team or something, right? I even have enough fire units to make this happen. I have no defense breakers. Oh wait, sure I do. You don't have gear, but whatever. Alright. Let's see how this works in practice. I feel like she's going to be a really good beginner unit, and that's about it.
Hit me! Alright, let's test our luck. Die, sweetheart. I got hot hands, I can't sit this one out.
Aha! Here I go! Get your cameras ready!
43,000 on an S1. It's kind of wild. I have a feeling that if you ever do use your S3, it
Die,
may
sweetheart.
hit like an
All
absolute
bullets
truck.
must go. This lady's gonna empty your pocket.
Top star on the way! Roxy, come play! My turn. For real this time? Super Ultra Sister Attack!
Okay, so I'm still one.
Sounds great!
Okay. Let's take a look here.
Lighting good? Audience perfect! You came to see me?
This one's on the house.
Wow, 23,000.
Got it, Roxy!
This poor chimera.
Jeez, you're still here. Finally. Don't you run away.
Die,
Poor
sweetheart.
buddy. Live! Yay! Okay, we get to use her S3. So I have crit buff, crit damage buff, and attack. Let's see what happens.
I want your eyes on me!
56,000.
And with that, another perfect set!
It's decent. I was hoping for a little bit more, I'll be honest. Yeah, 56,000 is good, but it's not D-Asti level broken. right? And she basically has 0 PvP viability anymore because the 2 charisma that she gets is tied to actually using her S1. Okay, let's try like bugs, right? Because they may survive a little bit longer. 6100 attack. But like, yeah, definitely she's a really, really good PvE unit. And look, this only gives charisma for 1 turn as well. When the bearer gains a turn, increases Bryn's showmanship by 1, then grants Bryn a barrier proportional to attack, I assume Bryn's attack, and increases Bryn's priority by 15%. So we need to pay attention to the priority push and see how much that actually is. But yeah, she is a 0 PvP unit. Like, I don't even know how to rate her in PvP. I'm gonna say B tier at best. Any unit that cannot deal with G Dahlia on turn 1 is just instantly an issue. So don't worry about seeing this girl in PvP anytime soon.
Hit me. All right, let's test our luck. Die, sweetheart.
All right, so I forgot to look, but Bryn she pushed ahead because she shouldn't be faster than my Maxi. Yeah, see, and then you just suck. I'm going to give the shield and see what the shield does. Alright, it's a moderate shield, but it's still not great. Like, for it to be great, it needs to be 50%.
Pardon, but please disappear.
I'll shred you.
Finally.
Where are you looking?
Aha!
Alright, so this should strip the evasion. It should strip all these buffs first, right? So, like, she would be a phenomenal bugs unit.
I want your eyes on me.
Like, still, 92,000 is not that impressive.
More players means a bigger
Like, that
pop.
just doesn't really get me out of bed, you know?
You came to see me.
Eat lead and get lost.
You may call.
Let's finish him, Vixen.
Her S1 is more impressive to me than her S3.
Ready to play? Top star on the way.
Eat lead and get lost.
You may call.
Let's finish him, Vixen.
Hit me. All bullets must go. Empty your pocket.
And with that, another perfect set.
Like, she's a great... Like, if you were a starting player today, she's a fantastic pickup. Fantastic pickup. She's got damage. She's got a little bit of sustain for your team. She's got can't miss, strips before attacking. Like, she covers a lot of the niches that you need for gear bosses. Like the fact that I was able to just blast both of the beetles, take all of their evasion buffs and their defense buffs and their shields, and just get rid of it all and nuke through it. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. But for high tier PvP, like, and keep in mind, I'm running her on,
Everyone, look at me!
like, this is a pretty good stat line considering that this is on augment immunity. Like, it's decent. Is she worth the, like, 300 summons that I put into her? Absolutely not. for 6-star, but you know, somebody's got to do it. Somebody's got to do it, man. Somebody's got to do it. Now we're getting all these rerun events too. It's kind of a big sad. Oh wow, I still have 0 defense wins. Literally 0. Getting your Noah Chibi back. Yeah, I don't even think it's worth trying to make Bryn work in high tier PvP. Like, I really just don't think she can do it. Ah, joint buff. Joint boss is down. What about Dahlia into Bryn? So, like, what are you saying? Like, her AoE freeze? It's not a skill. So like, but if you use Charlotte, won't it trigger like D-Stella? Obviously, the elephant in the room is, why use you when you have you? Like, we have Diasti at home. Yeah, it just... And the push pushes Bryn, right? It doesn't push the ally that has the charisma buff. Man, this is such a bummer. Like, I could freeze you and you. Man, it's just so sad. But we don't know how this Grants charisma to all allies and enemies. So if any of you take a turn, but I want to just kill you. Right? I just want you dead.
A collaboration? Ooh, sounds fun.
Hit me.
Alright, so they all get the buff. We all get the buff.
You guys trust me, right? Die, sweetheart.
Bryn is still slow.
Come on, let's play. Ha! You might want to dodge.
I'll be your savior.
Diasti
I've been waiting.
loses the buff. And she did not get any priority from her dying and reviving.
It's summer. The greatest trick of the summer. And with that, another perfect set.
She's here for the voice lines. I don't know. I struggle with her being viable in PvP in any capacity. Good job, Bryn. You did it.
It's go time, Epsilon.
I'm so
Are you
proud of
ready?
you.
Copy that. Twin blade combined. Shattered to pieces.
Oh.
Your
She'll be nice for like some kind of thing in the future, okay?
Submit to me.
She'll be nice for world boss, like if you need a fire mage.
Bring it on.
Think about that.
I'll blow you to
Think about
pieces.
that.
Well done, paladins. Let's wrap things up here.
Ooh, Asa, why are you being so silly? He's going with that stank. I really don't like you. You suck. Can I just cleave? Probably not. Because you exist. Let's see, if I cleave, I'm only going to get one hit. Then I come in, hit. You're going to probably absorb everything. I like to just see what happens.
It's go time, Epsilon. Are you ready? Copy that.
I don't like to think things through.
Output maximum. Take this.
Oh my gosh.
Submit to me.
Why did Notia not go? Hold up. Fabul, help. Or did I miss it? Did Notia take a turn? Notia had to have taken a turn.
You cannot escape just.
Notia did not take a turn.
Shattered to pieces.
Here I go. I'll blow you to pieces.
I hope this battle
Am I
brings
stupid?
peace back to the land.
Am I actually dumb? Skill. Triggered effect. When ally lands a debuff on their turn. She landed... I know what happened. Sterope already put unhealable on the entire enemy team. And apparently if the debuff already exists, you can't reapply the same debuff. So in the game's mind, Devlada never landed a debuff. So Notia didn't go. That's so weird. So then when Roxy went and used her S3 and applied Shocked, that was a new debuff. And that triggered Notia to go. Still got the job done, but man, that was freaky. That was a bit freaky.
Simpsons Halloween. Nice to meet you. There's no rehearsal.
There's no other explanation in my mind.
Smart. You guys trust me, right? Hit me.
Because Sterope applies unhealable at start of battle. And the fact that it's 3 turns, so since it's 3 turns, she couldn't add any more debuff duration. So it's like the debuff never even occurred. That's a very unique and unusual interaction. Because his whole team also did not have any buffs at all. Oh, I'm so dead.
Might makes right. Perish.
Contemptuous world.
Pay close attention. Oh, you scared? Time for chilling magic.
Yeah, I just don't like you. Don't take it personal.
The greatest trick of the summer. Right.
Yeah.
For my next trick, disappear.
Oh wait, you were dead anyway.
Memories.
Man, double Regina is such a... Interesting. Very interesting.
Oh, is that our next mark? Hit me. You guys trust me, right? Die. Oh, I love incoming. Try and stop me.
I'll be your savior.
I've been waiting.
Rest in eternal bliss. Time for chilling the greatest trick of the summer. Keep your eyes peeled for my upcoming performances.
Regina, a better performer than Bryn. Don't at me. I got 7th. This is a very dead patch, to be honest. So, verdict on Bryn. How we feeling? I think, based on what we've observed, she is a high A to low-ish. High A, low S tier PvE unit. And she is a mid tier to low B tier PvP unit. Thoughts?
The way she gets excited over those childish human rides. My master sure seems to have loosened.
How we feel about that take? Is it hot enough? Your opinion is greatly valued. Thank you. I mean, she's a beginner unit. That's what she is. She's got a lot of different mechanics, all wrapped up into one ball. They made her conditional in her skills so that she's not just super OP. Like, if you had access to her S3 at any time, she would be very good. Like, she would become PvP viable. But the fact that they made her S3 conditional, that's how they really curbed her power. It's not as big of a deal in PvE, so that's why it's more easily worked around. Yeah, she's basically just a better Maxwell. I mean, Maxwell works in very similar way, although Maxwell doesn't rely on your allies and enemies to build his stacks. But the skill, like the damage and everything, is basically the exact same. And even with her EE giving increased damage to allies with barriers, I mean, her damage wasn't anything like amazing. Yeah, that's what I don't know. I'm going to assume that it's 5 to 10%. Maybe. That's what I'm going to guess. Like, if her S3 would pump out on Chimera full 30% penetration, that should have done 60 to 75,000 is what I would have guessed with as much stats that she had behind her. 60 to 75,000, and she did 50 something. Now I get it's an AoE skill. Okay, so here's one thing I just thought about. Why maybe the multiplier is good, but the difference is that, like, D'Asti, who, you know, we always compare to, her S3 does increased damage based inversely on the number of targets. So if she uses S3 into a boss, that skill is getting multiplied inversely because there's only one target. Whereas Bryn doesn't have that. So innately, the damage multiplier per actual target is the same or better. It's just that she doesn't have the inverseness scaling. That may be what's going on. At which point, then, that would make her S3 make more sense. But again, it all comes down to... Spike, did you see my summons, buddy? Took 140 to get 1 3-star. And it was off banner. Oh yeah, 140 summons. Go back and check the VOD. I started with 69 of these, and I started with 670 of these, and I only pulled 3 copies of her. My first Bryn I had to pity, and I pitied her somewhere around 200. Just because it was rough. And then I finally pulled my first copy of her. Somewhere around like 250 to get one copy. And then I pulled another single copy. And then I got lucky and pulled a double Bryn. And that took me to 5-star. And all of that combined was close to 350 summons. Yeah, that was probably the worst I've ever done to get a unit to 5-star. Like, it shouldn't take 350 summons and one pity pull. It was pretty rough, I'll be honest. But like I said, somebody's got to take the bullet, and it might as well be me. I always have the worst luck in the world when it comes to summoning. So, everybody else's luck will be different. It will be better than mine. I don't even know what to pull for anymore. Legacy, Last Hope, Barrage. I could use some better barrages. I also could use some better, I could use a better Javelin. I'm doing pretty good on holds. Spirit of Unification, I could use some better ones. Unseen. Or wait, you're Anima, right? Right. She is pretty good for PvE. She is garbage tier for PvP. What I said earlier, if you missed it, was high A tier to even mid S tier in PvE. I think she's got a lot of viability and a flexibility in PvE, but she is garbage in PvP. She is way too slow. You cannot build her stacks. Yeah, I was too. I was hoping that too. Her shields are not that good, even with over 6,000 attack. Her shield barely will even do a quarter to a third of your health bar. And the worst part is you cannot get access to her S3 via your team alone. It's like, even if in PvP she goes last on your team, your whole team goes first before the enemy, you still cannot use S3 on Bryn's first turn. Yes, Bryn has a dual attack on S1 when she has a barrier, which she typically will always have a barrier up. So that's why she's really good in PvE. She's got shields. She's going to have really good survivability. She gets a little bit more damage from having a shield. And she's pretty much going to dual attack all the time. As long as she's just not getting dumpstered constantly. Okay. But what benefit does that have? Because it's a dual attack, not an S1. I mean, it will help push S Regina to the front, yes. But why would you not? Why would you use Bryn over Emiva? Like, what's the argument of Bryn over Emiva? Oh, a D-Drac is cutting that. I mean, okay, if Dahlia freezes you, sure. But then you're saying you have to run a speed Bryn? Because you're only going to get 15% priority push from the Dahlia taking a turn. Yeah, that is a yikes, huh? I need to burn all this stam real quick before I go to bed. But I'm just trying to think of like the defenses that you would try to force her into, right? And kind of like what Anima's saying, like she's not going to shake up the meta. And I really think you're going to hurt yourself by trying to force her to work, as opposed to just using things that already exist. But maybe I'm wrong. What are you? Moon Bunny. Okay. Yeah. Anima's so right. Yeah, I bet you that her AI, we didn't even think about her autoing. I didn't even dream of putting her on defense, but yeah, I bet her AI will S2 to give everybody a shield and yeah, to shield and give the charisma buff to her team. Like, that would be the logical thing for the AI to want to do. Lycon, you knew? Man, an 18 speed weapon would really make me feel better. Nope. Bummer. Bummer, dude. Like, this is an identity crisis. Attack, defense, speed, health. What do you want to be? Womp womp. Like, if you had speed, I would have been like, alright, let's talk about it. Dead. dead. Unless somebody cooks something real good, I just don't really see... I just don't see it doing things. And that's okay. You know? I'm not mad about it. Most people would probably quit this game after going 350 summons for a unit that isn't that viable in PvP. Oh, that sucks. I just really wish that her S3 had a route in which you can utilize it on her turn 1 without the enemy having to take a turn. Like, obviously, if you're like tanking and you let the entire enemy team move and then you move, then sure, you can get your S3. But that's not happening in high tier PvP. You're not gonna get a hide behind Emiva shields. It's just not the world that we live in. Lol. Aww. You know what? I'm gonna roll you. Haters will say it's fake. Dang. Dang. Unlucky. You need to roll something like 3 and 3, and then we throw a trans stone on you, and then you just go crazy. Okay, never mind. You're already trash. Okay, you are so dead. Now you're forcing me to find things to kill you with. We'll just do one of you. Oh, dying. Sublime. That is not my favorite weapon of choice. Prima Vista, but no good. Terrible rolls. And another accuracy Prima. Wow. Okay. Unfortunate. But 5 reds in 120 roll. That's respectable. Alright, now you just need to roll 5 speeds in a row. Never mind. Yeah, you're done. You're done, son. Oh, shoot.
Everyone, look at me!
Alright. Well, I don't really know what to think. Cool unit. I just don't really know where I'm going to use her. Or if I'll use her. But I like her design. I like her kit. And maybe someday we will find a purpose for her. So, I am going to get some sleep. So, thanks for everybody hanging out. Catch you later.